We are cleaning my whiteboard today. It is so messy. This stuff, it's been on there for years. Last time my friend was over, she's like, it's so funny that you have these same things on your whiteboard every time I'm here. Like, you have the same to-do list. And I'm like, yeah, that's so funny. But yeah, we're cleaning that today, and then we're gonna write my objectives down. Will I actually complete them? Who knows? But we're gonna write down my objectives and stuff like that. We're gonna talk. Most importantly, we are going to talk about how I published my first book at 16. So, see you there. Hey divas. I humbly request for all of you to ignore how greasy my hair looks. It's because I have coconut oil in my hair. It's not because I'm dirty. Because I have coconut oil in my hair. Because I'm not swimming. I protect my hair when I'm swimming. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. Hey, so voiceover Sam is back. So here is the background. I got sick in 2020. I was isolated, bad education in every which way. I left public high school when I was technically a sophomore, like halfway through sophomore year, and became homeschooled when I was a junior. And then I self-published my first book, August 25th, 2023. So really not long after what would have been my first day of junior year. The book is Spunky the Fiddling Band. Here is your disclaimer. This is a very important disclaimer. Everything is going to be cringy looking back on. Like, everything. You're going to be fond of it and be like, oh, my book, that's my book. But then, like, at the same time, if you're also like the illustrator, like in my case, you will wish that you did this rather than that, or this, blah blah blah. Like, you are going to wish that you did things differently. That applies if you were the illustrator, that applies if you were the writer, it applies to everything. But here is a simple pro of self-publishing on Kindle /Amazon /Amazon KDP. They're all the same thing. You can go back and change it. Like, a year later, I went back and revised some stuff that didn't print too well, and frankly, I would prefer a book with some mistakes, with a little blurry at parts, rather than a book made from like AI or something like that, like how so many cash cows are doing nowadays, because they see especially children's education and children's books as a way to make a quick buck. Rant over. Here's the how I published. And I'm not going to do like a step-by-step tutorial. Like, I'm not going to pull up Amazon KDP and show you what buttons to click. But here is what you need to know. So first step is obviously to make your book obvi. I would say finish it completely as you get the rest of these steps done, like figured out really, because you're gonna let it simmer. Then you're gonna look back at it with fresh eyes and like don't make it and be like,
yep, looks good.
And like a couple days later be like, yep, still good. Wait like a week, wait 2 weeks, then look back at it from a new angle and rinse and repeat, and like keep waiting and look back. Step 2 is to lower your expectations, like severely lower your expectations. Like, your entire family is not going to buy it. I have a small family, and even then not everyone bought it. Some people don't even know I made a book. I think I got like 45 copies sold, which I was ecstatic about. I think that's great for a first book. And then 3, this is more of like a warning, I guess. My book is currently being sold not once but twice on Taobao. Completely Chinese. The pricing, from what I understand, is not right. I mean, like, it's right, but not really. It's $20, so it's like $8 more than what I sell it for. And from what I have read, my distributor does not distribute to them. So, you know, like, also, no, that might happen. Okay, all of that out the way. Here is what you actually need to know. under 18, you cannot use your own bank account on Amazon. And I recommend Amazon, despite their morals as a company. It was a really easy interface to publish on, and it's the most common place for people to online shop for books. They run sales for you, and I mean, it's good stuff, yeah. You also need to be over 18 for Ingram Spark, which is my distributor, to places like Barnes & Nobles and Target and whatnot. And frankly, I don't really recommend them per se. It was really complicated. You put my book on the platform, like the interface was really just like kind of dated and complicated and not really easy to understand. And then you have to pay if books are returned, and it's like a whole thing, and I've heard their customer service is horrible. So I think from what I've read, I would have preferred to use Lulu. It's another print-on-demand site, but it has a bookstore and distribution as well, and I probably will with my second book published with them, but they do not carry the printing size for my fiddle band, my little guys. Okay, yeah, it's 5 months later, but I wanted to interject because I wanted to say that I did try to upload that book onto Lulu. It had my size. I wanted to upload it, and I tried to upload it, but it was over $40. Over $40. So while I really wanted to support Lulu because I think it's a smaller company than Ingram Spark, and it also has its own bookstore available, I really wanted to support them. I don't know anybody who's buying $40 for a children's book. A 30-page picture book. I'm not paying over $40 for my own book. So, keep that in mind. It may be expensive. I can't promise for everybody. I don't know what it is for everybody, but I do know that it was really freaking expensive with my own book, which was really disappointing. But that's all. I wanted to interject. I wanted to add that as I was editing this. So, be in the know. Be in the know. You know now. So what does this all mean? Personally, what I did was I made an email simply called publisher, then my name, with my mom's information on it, and then linked her bank account to my Amazon. And according to the rep I spoke to, which was a real human person, by the way, they said it was completely fine. Like, this was the right way to go about it. Now, this arose some problems regarding my mom paying me.
Paying me on time?
You can actually see the sticky notes on my board earlier for me recording the money I made for her to pay me back, because it took a while. But after I turned 18, I just switched over to my banking, and it was really easy and straightforward. Speaking of money, you will not get paid right away. You get paid around 3 months later. I think this is to account for like returns and stuff. This is for Amazon, by the way. You get paid 3 months for Amazon. I think it's the same for Ingram, but I don't think I ever really made a lot of money from Ingram. I might be wrong. Keep that in mind. You don't expect to get paid as books get ordered. It's about 3 months. And as a tip, I recommend to put your book up on Amazon, but also use a distributor like I was talking about before, like Ingram or Lulu, so that they can get pushed to other sites. My book, TBH, didn't get many sales. So honestly, I think a lot of stores stopped carrying it. But I don't care. I don't really care. Research SEOs. You will hear this word thrown around a lot. You don't have to buy a course or whatever. You don't have to buy whatever. Just research. I mean, you could if you want to, but you don't have to. You're gonna need to market your book though, and in this day and age, SEO or search engine optimization is your best friend. You need it for Amazon. You need it for TikTok, for Pinterest, for Instagram, for YouTube, for everything ever possibly ever to have existed. You need it. So research, and it's really not that hard, like pinky promise. And this was all a while ago when I published, as I mentioned 2 years ago. But I have brain fog, so it basically never happened. Like, I don't remember a whole lot from 2023, 2024, January, March, February, April. I don't remember a lot, so I'm rubbing my brain cells together, y'all, to tell y'all what to do. But I feel like I've covered the most I got. Like, review time, serious face. You need to use someone over 18 for your banking info, aka a guardian. Lulu, I think, allows 16 plus. Read the terms and conditions, please and thank you. And you should have a professional email anyways. Like, you need one. Just make one. Make one even if you don't have to have somebody else sign up for you. Like, make a professional email, please. Please. Lower your expectations on both production and sales. Like, I thought I would have 3 books out by now, but I'm struggling to finish my second book's illustrations. I started it last year. Research SEOs for your book, keywords, and all that, basically. Let the project simmer before you publish. Then you can look back at it and find more mistakes and rinse and repeat that process a few times, looking at it with a different goal in mind, but the end goal always being finding the mistakes. Like, one day look for like illustration lighting mistakes or spelling errors or this or that. Like, let it cook, let me cook. And don't expect this to be like a get rich quick. And if you're going in it with the sole expectation to get rich, you deserve money for your labor. But don't expect it. You're not entitled to money. You're not entitled to sales. And then, finally, I recommend to use as many resources as you possibly can. Like, post on every social media, enter contests, publish on Amazon and Ingram or Lulu or whatever you'd like. Just do as much as you possibly can. Love you guys. Why losing made me a better writer. Hey divas, so I actually meant to make a nail video, but then the cat distribution system sent my family this cutie patootie. Look at her, she's so cute, I love her. So instead of that nail video, I got distracted just a little bit, taking care of her while also trying to finish my senior year. So today, we're going to be talking about why losing made me a better writer, and we're going to be illustrating and doing some work for my senior year. So you can watch this video on my channel for further context, but here is the general rundown. I got sick in September of 2020, my 8th grade year. I could not attend school and I was homebound. I suffered from physical and mental illness, probably stemming from COVID long haul. I was honestly like half bedbound at times due to this undiagnosed illness. And at one point, I couldn't even write or read due to an eye condition. My mental health also took a major toll due to some of my teachers absolutely bullying me, along with administration allowing ableist and, frankly, a little bit illegal behavior onto the trays. So sometimes instead of doing schoolwork, because as I said before in a previous video, it's hard to succeed and do the work when not given the opportunities and resources to do so. So instead, I often wrote. And in the 8th grade, I started entering writing contests and winning. W after W after W after W. Truly peaked at 13 at only writing. Everything else was horrible. Yeah. Yeah. My very first contest was when I was in the 7th grade during a poetry reciting contest. I did Annabelle Lee by Edgar Allan Poe, by the way, and I rocked it. And I lost it. And then I kept entering writing contests all throughout my 8th grade year. And sure, some of them may have just been small town and not a lot of entries, but either way I was winning. Like, it was looking good for me. So all throughout my sickly years of 2020 to now, I took pleasure in writing and art. And actually, in 2023, my junior year, the year I was actually completely homeschooled, probably would have been one of the first days of junior year for everyone else and in actual school, I published my debut children's book, Spunky the Fiddling Band.
If you're not real, then how come I feel this way? Little babies, come here.
Did I sell like 45 copies tops? Yeah. Not a whole lot. Yeah. Did I make a lot of money? No. Gain a lot of followers? Nuh-uh. But it was #1 best-selling children's songbook. A niche market, I know, but an accomplishment nonetheless. It's very important to note, I also lost a bunch, like a lot of contests during this time. And by a bunch, I mean every single contest I entered, literally, all of high school. I lost them all of them. I kept writing and entering, just to lose. Especially when I was still in public school and these contests were advertised to me, I would write, enter, and lose. And it hurt my ego a bit. Like, I won't lie, it hurt my ego because I was on this winning streak and suddenly I was losing everything. I mean, seriously, I was catching L's left and right. But notice how I said I kept writing. Because, baby, you have to write to enter a contest. So no matter if you lose or you win, you're still writing and getting that practice. It's hard to accept that. Hard to accept. Damn, I lost again. Without thinking, there is something wrong personally with you. And maybe there is. Maybe you should dust off some grammar work. Sure. Or put the dang Thorses down. I know I said that wrong. I don't know how many times I have to say it. I'm a writer, not a speaker. Back on track, what's important is being able to take joy in listening to music or scrolling Pinterest, writing poetry about scenery and sunsets, or bad poetry I kept to myself about personal experience, or parts of novels that will never, ever see the light of day. And what's even more important is I wrote something, I made something, and that is why I have been able to become the writer I am today, and why I'm able to write and read and become better every day, because the more you write, the better you get. The more you read, the more experience you get. Even in times when I literally could not read the pages on my screen because my eyes would twitch and close every time I did this weird medical phenomenon I had at the time, I would cry and sob how I couldn't read or write anymore. I started speaking, speech to text, or I'd find just the right angle and just the right lighting and just manage to pull through. And that is why I became a better writer, even if I continuously lost. You wrote for something, and even if you lost, or you throw it in the trash, or delete it from your docs, or hangs out with the dust bunnies in your notes app, you wrote something, and you can never ever get better unless you do it, unless you read novels, read poetry, good or bad, read fucking fan fiction for all I care, write fan fiction if you wanna, or you read the entries who won the contest that you entered, but you get all sorts of jealous and kinda wanna cry unless you read and write, and it doesn't have to be every day, or consistent, or good, but you do it, and that is how you get better. Take the ego blow, take a step back, keep reading and writing, and dissect later. And that is why losing can make you better.